Welcome back to the Carter Buckets podcast, guys. I'm your host, Carter Buckets, and we got some big news today. I'm talking huge. So basically, there's a new 17-week format with 18-week season with one bye week. So if your team's playing in week 18 and there's a protocol for COVID, if there's an outbreak amongst all unvaccinated players, that team will be forfeited, plus none of the players can get paid that game. So Jalen Ramsey comes out on a tweet and says, I'm not going to be looking out at different players if they're vaccinated or not, because that's their decision, not mine. So, in DeAndre Hopkins, his girlfriend's brother is in the military. He had to get the vaccine, and he started having heart problems from the vaccine. And now DeAndre Hopkins says, if it looks so bad on you getting the vaccination to where you can hurt your team, he's questioning if he's going to be his future in the NFL. That's DeAndre Hopkins saying on a tweet. It's deleted now, so don't be looking at the tweets. He may have reposted it. I don't know. But he said basically, I might retire because of a vaccine, because the NFL is forcing a vaccine amongst the players. Which he has full proof that, his brother-in-law never had military, he never had heart problems, and then magically gets a vaccine, and then magically has heart problems. That's tied to something. So, of course, DeAndre Hopkins doesn't want to have heart problems. He doesn't want to die. So, he won't get the vaccine. Cole Beasley isn't getting the vaccine. Jalen Ramsey, I don't know if he's getting the vaccine. I don't care where you guys are standing on this. I'm not getting the vaccine. But if you want the vaccine, go ahead and have it. I could care less. What I'm trying to say right now is DeAndre Hopkins will retire if they don't change this. That's right. One of the best receivers. Sorry, guys. One of the best receivers in the NFL might retire because they're forcing this vaccination amongst the football players. If he wants to hurt, he doesn't want to get it. That's his decision. It's not Roger Goodell's decision for you to have the vaccine. If you don't want the vaccine, you don't get the vaccine. That's where you stand. That's not where no one's going to tell you have to. So, yeah, DeAndre Hopkins might retire from the NFL at the age of 28 or 29 maybe. Because he doesn't want to get the vaccination. He doesn't want his team. That's crazy. You don't do. I can understand suggesting getting the vaccination. People suggest getting the vaccination all the time. I'm fine with it. No problems. But whenever it affects, you have to forfeit a game. Say this is the game for the playoffs. If you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out. And there's a protocol for it. And you lose. And you automatically have to forfeit it. Do you know how mad people are going to get? Do you understand this? Say you're a Raiders fan or Chargers fan. You have to win your Week 18 game so you can get into the wild card spot of the playoffs. You're 9-7, 10-6. You're playing the Raiders. Win or go home game. Both teams have to forfeit it. Yeah, both teams have to. I think it's one. Yeah, both teams have to forfeit. Or one team has to forfeit, and you automatically get a loss. Can you imagine? You're playing the Raiders, and if you win this game, you knock the Dolphins out the playoffs. You get the playoff spot. That's not how it's going to work. You're going to go 9-8 because of this stupid rule. I'm sorry, guys, but this is ridiculous. Goodell, you have to fix this. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys, but you cannot make teams forfeit. Do what you did last season. If there's a COVID outbreak, just reschedule it or don't let those players play.
if it's 5 bench guys, they don't need to play. If it's the backup punter, he doesn't need to play. Why? Just because of that backup punter and the backup kicker, that can ruin a team's season. I mean, that's ridiculous. Some backups, I can understand. I mean, if your superstar player has COVID and your team runs through him, you might as well quit. Might as well just forfeit it anyway, because who knows how good your backup quarterback's going to be. But now, say your third string running back and your 7th string receiver get COVID, and then your backup left tackle, if those guys get COVID, your season's done. And nobody gets paid. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? I mean, that's just... I don't believe that, but... I mean, I guess it's not my place, but... I hope DeAndre Hopkins doesn't retire, but he's going... I guarantee you he would. I mean, there's been reports where people get bad stuff from this vaccination, and DeAndre Hopkins doesn't want it. I'm not getting political here. I'm telling facts. DeAndre Hopkins is going to retire if this rule is not changed. If the rule isn't changed, Hopkins is out the NFL. If the rule and the second best receiver in the NFL is out. Do you know how many views do you know how much money that brought the Cardinals this year? I know. I'm sorry, guys, but this is really insane. I'm Carter Buckets. I'm your host, Carter Buckets, tuning out. Have a great day. Adios, people.